All right. Let me just leave it as it is. Okay. What I was saying is it has the same tools with AutoCAD. Okay. If you come down to draw here, you are going to see all of the tools that are here is the same thing. Only that for the purpose of shortcut, that is why the software comes by default here. But you can as well even take them off from here. Okay. If you come down to your formats now, you can see your text style and all of that, okay, which I have explained already before. So the point now I'm trying to show you some of these tools, how to use them, and you are going to see how that these tools here are actually similar with the one you have in your AutoCAD environment. Okay, so if you are familiar with AutoCAD, if I type E for erase, which is the same shortcut key in my AutoCAD, okay, it's also going to help me erase this. So you can see it as erased. If I type L, which is the same shortcut key in my AutoCAD, and I click on enter, it's going to give me my line. So you can see my line, because my line is on polar tracking. So it will give me in horizontal, which is this. It will give me in vertical, which is this. And then even in diagonal, I can go diagonal like this. Okay. All right. If you come down here, we have polar tracking, we have auto mode, we have grid, we have line width, we have object snap is the same thing here. Okay. So the essence of object snap is that it can snap at any point. Okay. So let me click a line again. You can see it can snap at this point as well. Okay. It can snap at this point, can snap here. Control Z, or you can click on undo. If I come here, undo, to undo that. Okay, so I'll type in to erase. Okay, so it's the same tools, like I said, with the normal AutoCAD you have. You can see we have a rectangle too. So just in case if you don't have knowledge of AutoCAD, I will encourage you to learn AutoCAD. It will help you to actually play around in your protadetail, because you can see I'm 100% using the knowledge of AutoCAD. I'm just transferring it to protadetail. There is no difference. It's the same thing. Okay, it's the same thing. Let's say I don't want to click here to type in to draw my rectangle. Let's say I just want to use a shortcut. If I type REC, it will give me my rectangle. Now you can see rectangle. We have different type of rectangle here. So you can see it has given me a rectangle. If I type REC, okay. So let's say I want to erase all of this. I will just type in E as the shortcut and I click on enter. Okay. And then I will highlight all of this and I will click on enter. You can see they have gone off. Okay. So let's say now you have a practical drawing here and you want to edit from here. So if I type in M for move, which is the normal key you have in your AutoCAD. If you come back here, you can see here we have copy, we have mirror, we have offset, we have move. So let's say I click it from here, I can as well click from here. I will escape here. I'll click from here. And then I just want to move just this. I will highlight this and I'll click on enter and I'll move it. So you can see I just moved this now from here now to this place. Okay, if I click on Ctrl Z from my keyboard, you can see it has gone back. Let's say I want to copy. If I type CO for copy and I click on enter, I can highlight on this and I'll right click and I'll click on enter. I'll pick from anywhere and I will drop. So it boils down to the knowledge you have in your AutoCAD. You can see there is no single difference between what you are doing in your AutoCAD environment and what we are actually doing here. Okay, so let's say I want to actually mirror this. Okay, if I type in MI for mirror and I click on enter, and I will highlight all of this and I'll click here and I'll click on enter. I'll click anywhere around here and I'll drag down. Okay. So let me highlight all of this. Mirror. Okay, it's refusing to mirror. I don't know what the problem is. Okay, mirror here. Okay. Mirror. Okay, let's follow the command MI for mirror and I click on enter. It says select entity and I will highlight this and I click on enter. Okay, it says select second point and I will click on here as my second point. It says keep source entity. Okay, so I will type yes or I will type no. So for yes, I will type Y. Sorry, I think that's where I was making that mistake. So if I want it to mirror, I'll type on yes. You can see down here, you can see my cursor down here, I have yes and I have no. So if I click on Y and I click on enter, now you can see my mirror is actually 100% successful, although I didn't highlight it properly. I think maybe that's why I'm having this. It's not showing the right way it should. Okay. Right. So you can see we have text here. Okay, so I can type in room. You can see. So the same way we do in our normal AutoCAD environment is the same way you can actually do your editing here from your protadetail. So when you generate your detailed drawings, okay, so you can play around with your detailed drawings from here, okay, even without you taking it to your AutoCAD environment. So there may be no need for you to take it to AutoCAD environment, except if you have some existing template in your AutoCAD where you actually want to use those templates and add to your protadetailing, okay? Because there are some informations that you may want to actually add to it, okay? And it's actually already in DWG format. So you may want to export them to your AutoCAD in order for you to add some of those informations. But if not, I think your detailed drawings from your protadetail, you can actually even print your detail. You can do all of your arrangements here in the Protastructure independently, even without taking them to your AutoCAD software. So I think Protastructure have actually done a very great job as far as Protadetail is concerned. Okay. So let's come down now. You can see your extend, your trim. Okay, let me do like a normal single. So you can see you can even use this Protadetail as your normal drafting software. Honestly, if I type, let's say I want to come up with a little plan here, or I just want to do a little drafting or from this software. So if I type offset and I will type, let's say 230, and I click on enter, I'll click on this. Okay, it's in this software. I'll type O for offset and I click on enter. It says specify offset distance. Now it will always direct you, specify offset distance. So I want the distance to be 230 and I'll click on enter. It says select an entity. Okay, so this is what I want to offset. Okay, and then I will click on enter. Okay, I think that did not work. Okay, let's try it again. 230 and I'll select offset, enter, specify distance 230, select the entity. I think I'm missing out something. 230. Okay. Okay. Sorry. It's asking me whether I want this to be single or I want it to be multiple. Okay, so I just want to offset single. So I will type S to enter. Okay, so I think they have done a great job here too. You can see single, which is S, multiple, which is M. So I want it to be single and I'll type S and I'll click on enter. Okay, so I'll offset to this direction. So you can see it has actually given me my offset of 230. So let me repeat the process again, this other way around. Okay. So let me repeat again. O, offset, specify offset distance, 230. So specify offset distance, which is 230. I have typed in and I'll type on OK. So select an entity. I'm going to select this one. And then I want it to be single. I'll type S and I'll click on enter. Okay. So now I'll take it this way. So we can see I have been able to achieve my offset. So let me offset it this way again. I'll type O and I'll click on enter. And I will select this as my entity and I'll click on and I will type on S to specify the location this way. So, but let me take it now to, I'm going to take off this line. Let's say I want an offset of 3 meters by this side. So I'll type O and I'll click on enter. The distance, I want it to be 3 meters. Select an entity, I select this and I'll type S and I'll click on enter. Offset location, I want it in this direction, okay? So I'm going to repeat that step. Select entity, this. $230. So you have to actually keep trying until you get very familiar with it. Right, so I'll drop, pick, just like the way AutoCAD is. You can drop with your space key. You can pick with your space key. I can drop the command. You can see I've dropped it. You can see my cursor is showing me in form of a rectangle or a square rather. If I pick, you can see it's showing as a normal, a very small dot. Okay, so I'll drop it and I'll pick now. Specify offset distance. I'm going to specify 3 meters. Okay, and I click on enter. Go for offset, specify offset distance 3 meters. And I'll select and I'll type S and I'll click on enter and I will take it to this direction. Okay, let's try this other one. Specify offset distance 230 and I'll click on enter. Select an entity, I'll select this, and then I'm going to type M for multiple. So it's going to give us a multiple line. Okay. So I'll take it this direction. So you can see it has given us 2 lines here. Okay. So I'm going to take out one because I don't need a double line here. So here now, you can see here, let me show you some other tools that you can use. You can see we have trim, we have extend. Yes, good. It has fillet. So if I click on F now, which is for fillet, if you type F, enter, that is the key, the shortcut key for your fillet. So let's say I want to fillet here. So the first, let's enter, specify the radius. Okay, so I'll type in 0. I'm not specifying any radius. First, I'll type this, click this. Second, I'll click this. Now you can see it has fillet this for me. If I type F for fillet and I click on enter, the radius is 0. And I click this and I click this. So let's specify a radius. It depends on what you want to achieve. If I type F and I click on enter, let's say my radius is 230, for example, or let me say 100 because I've been using 230 since. So if I specify the radius as 100 and I click on enter, I'll click on here as my first line. I'll click on this as the second. Now you can see how it has fillet this for me around this corner. Okay. All right. So you can see how you can actually achieve your detailing with the protadetail even without you going to the AutoCAD environment to do any detailing there. Okay, if I type in F for fillet and I click on enter, radius 0 and I click on enter, click on this and I click on this. I can repeat this, click on 0, enter, click, click. Okay, repeat, F, enter, radius 0, click, click, F, enter, 0, enter, click, click. Amazing, right? So let's say I have an opening at the center here and I click on enter. You know, this software is for engineering, so you don't need a window, you don't even need a door. But let's assume that I just want to have just a normal opening here, okay? Because maybe it could be a channel or something. So let's just say I'm going to be having an opening around this place. So if I type O for enter for offset, and then I will offset the distance, let's say 600. Select entity, single line, enter. I'll take it here. I'll repeat the same step, offset distance 600. I'll click on enter, select an entity. I'll click this one. Now I'll type S and I'll enter and I'll bring it here. Okay, so I'm going to take out this and I'll erase this. So I'm going to use TR for my trim, which is like the normal AutoCAD. You can see so far I have used CO, which is for copy, the normal way you use your AutoCAD. I have used M for move, which is the normal way you use in your AutoCAD. Okay, I have used fillet, which is F, which is the normal shortcut key even in your AutoCAD. Okay, I have used mirror, which is MI, which is the normal shortcut key for your AutoCAD. So right now I'm going to be showing you trim. So if I type on TR and I click on enter, now it's telling me I should select entities, okay? So if I select this and I select this and I'll click on enter. Okay. Okay. So let's say I want to trim this. Sorry, a call came in and interrupted my conversation. So if I type TR for trim and I click on enter, it's going to tell me I should select this, and I select this, and then I'll click on enter to trim this. Okay, so you can see I have trimmed that. Okay, so I can use the normal fillets to just fillet this, 0, enter, click. You can see it as fillet for me. 0, enter. So it boils down to the knowledge you have in your AutoCAD. So you can see you can do your detailing directly from your protadetail, even without you taking your detailed drawings that it has generated for you to AutoCAD. You don't even have to take them to AutoCAD. You can do all of that directly from the software, as you can see. Okay, so it has all of those tools here. Like I said, today is more like going to be an introductory kind of class, okay, where I'm introducing you to the Prota detailing software. So I'm just giving you an overall view of how the software it actually works. Okay, so as you can see for yourself, you can do all of your detailing directly from the software. Okay, it mustn't be even Prota detailed drawings. Okay, you can just do your normal manual detailing that you do with AutoCAD. You can do it directly even in Prota detail. Okay, because it has so many other great tools, just as the way AutoCAD has them too as well. So you can actually play around with your Prota detail. Okay, I think this drawing set Peter, it's an existing drawing. You can see this is just the staircase of this particular design which I did. I think here is rough. Let me delete what I have here. Okay, I just took that off. Let me delete this. Okay. So if you come to your form plan, you can draw just the foundation. You can draw the foundation. If I click here and I click on draw and I click here, okay, I think there is no foundation for this design. Okay, so that's why it's not bringing it out. So in the next section, we are going to be using a design that has the foundation and everything in it. But let's come down to the column. So this is for story 1, ST1. So if I want to view the story 1 for this, show column rebar detail, show dimensions. Now, all of this, you can take all of this out and it's not going to show this dimension. And I can make it to actually appear inside a sheet. Okay, so if I click on insert sheet, so it's going to be in a template for me, like a title block. So I will not need to do taking it to AutoCAD even to insert anything. Okay, so if I click on draw now, for example, running out of time, this meeting will end in 10 minutes. So it will soon end in 10 minutes. Okay, so here I can play with my sheet. Here, you know, normally we use A3 for normal structural design. So if I click, I'll make it in A3 and I click on draw. And let's say I click here. So you can see it here inside this sheet. But the thing is, you can see it's not well arranged because of the setting. There is a little setting I will have to do. And then if you check here, you can see drawn by, designed by, checked by, presented by, all of these did not really appear here. So you can actually impute all those informations, okay? So that when you are designing, it will bring them out for you with those informations that you have actually specified. So it will actually generate your detailing with those informations, okay? Okay. Design report manager. Sorry, let me not go here right now. Okay. Okay, sorry, this is what I was looking for. Settings, and let's come to options here. This is your template manager using BS8110 project preference. Okay. Yeah. So here designed by GREYTEST, controlled by GREYTEST. So let me just do something quickly here. Drawn by, let's say, James. Presented by David. Client's name, Joseph. You know, I'm just trying to do something quickly. Title, project title. Let's say propose. You can just type in propose 5-bedroom duplex, propose 5-bedroom duplex, 6-bedroom duplex, project number, let's say 1, date, you can make it June 2022. Okay, project address number 5 Kamuru Close. You know, you can just type in the address and then review 1. So you can type in all of that. So let's say I have all of this information now, and then if I come here trying to let's come here and I click on draw here. Now you can play around with the scale. So let me make this a bit smaller here. So I'll click on draw and I'll click it here. Good. Now you can see it inside here, but looking very small. So I have to readjust the scale in order for it to fit in here. Okay, so let me quickly place this and make this 30. What is my paper size? Let me confirm this paper size. Sorry. Okay, sorry. The paper size is A0, so that's why it's not fitting in properly. So let me leave it at 30 and then I'll put it. Okay, sorry. So you have to readjust until you find a scale that will fit in better, okay? This scale is supposed to be smaller or increase it. think something is, sorry for my settings. I'm just trying to beat time because this thing is showing me 5 minutes or so remaining, 4 minutes remaining. I'm trying to beat time. Okay, you can just rescale until you find something that works better. Let's say 50. Scale of 50 should be, that's 1:50, right? So sorry, I'm not taking note of this. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. I need to take note of, you have to take note of the scale, and then you take note of the size of the paper, okay, that you're using. So the size of paper and the scale matters a whole lot. The whole thing is just playing with my head. I have to change this size of paper. So, but then you can see here now, it's showing you all those information I typed in. I think the only problem now we are having is in this right now. I need to get the proper scale to that will fit into this paper right now. You can see how I have rumpled this whole place. Delete all of this. So you can just play around with your scale until it fits into your paper sheet. Okay, the size of your paper. You know, that's what the editing is all about anyway, in order for you to have all of that. But then let me show you something quickly here. I think you can also rescale this sheet. Enter. So 0.5. Okay, now we can see it's smaller than what I have before. So I just rescaled. So you can use your normal M for move, just like the way you are editing from your AutoCAD. Okay, let me highlight first. Highlight first, M move. Type M for move. So I have just 1 minute to round up this. Good. So you can rescale, you can play around until you achieve what you actually want to achieve with it. Okay, I have to stop this. I think 1 minute is remaining for this Zoom to end. Okay.